We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the rip area on 42 vision to the dip area of wire Fred borders and retesting the key support levels here of 410 area. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot sent out a bear indicator at 10 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see there popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold its support here above 410. And we need to talk about what's going on with the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot at 9:35 a.m. sent out a bull indicator. And from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 400% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with the SPY doing a full transition from the rip area of bright green bars back down towards the dip area here, as I call it, on 42 vision. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, with outflows dominating again and under a bear indicator since up here at around 412.82 area. After yesterday's bull indicator that popped up, things popped up towards 413.44, and then they actually rejected. And in that consolidation between yesterday's after hours and today's pre-market, the outflows began in today's pre-market, crossed over, pulled away from it into the opening bell, and the bear indicator has popped up and dominated over the chart all day today. Now, it hit lows down here of 410 so far in the after hours, currently sitting at around 410.70 area, and 410 has been a critical area of support, not just this week, but also last week and the last several weeks, as you could see, right? We've hit lows down here of 409 area, 409.20 area, but 410 continues to be that key level of support where the bulls try to rip right through and bounce off of, and we keep rejecting around the 412 to 413 area. Something to not ignore here within the volatility. Now, something else that we want to keep in mind also is the fact that outflows right now are leveled off here on the 30-minute and currently sitting at negative 1.32. And if the bulls want to have any strength, they need to start picking it back up towards the midpoint, because the longer these outflows dominate, the bigger the pullback can become, right? Because that weakness can continue to reflect into the charts, especially under this bear indicator, and if these outflows pull down even further. Definitely something to not ignore, and I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows very carefully going into tomorrow, because in yesterday's volatility, we did talk about the 15-minute, how crucial it was, because it was so close to the midpoint here and fighting to hold itself up. And what happened? It rejected in today's open and pulled further away from those outflows after crossing over in the pre-market, followed by that bear indicator around 412.50 area. And we talked about how important that resistance was as well, a key level to try to break through, and it rejected there 2 times after the bell and 1 more time in the pre-market, 3 times in less than an hour. And the rejections had domination over the charts, guys, because it pulled away from it significantly and testing down towards the 410 area, and outflows dominated all day. Now, we could see that the inflows are trying to pick up here on the 15-minute. I would not ignore that, and we're going to break that down further in today's video. But let's zoom out real quick and look at this from the 1 hour, because the 1 hour had the most strongest amount of inflows, and we talked about if those inflows lost traction, it would start to bring itself back down. And there you have it, right? Those inflows were above the midpoint here, looking pretty strong. And I talked about if it pulled down towards the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into the chart. And here we are with outflows down at negative 2.77. It crossed over at the opening bell, lasted all day. You could see why things consolidated here in the middle of the day, because outflows started to slow down, but then the outflows started to dominate again, and that next leg down, back down from 412 down towards 410, happened in the last half of the day. And now we have a bear indicator that confirmed here at around 411.37, and it's going to be crucial to not ignore that, because that's the first bear indicator that pops up since the bull indicator back here at around the 410.80 area. And right now it's fighting to bring itself back up around this 410.80 area. And we need these inflows, if there's going to be any strength here, to pick back up and head towards the midpoint. And I'm going to share with you guys the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. So the first thing is on the 30-minute, the first support is 410. That's how quick things bounce off here, off the 410 area, back up towards 411. And it's fighting here in this tight consolidation with the outflows dominating. And the first support is 410, guys. Especially if these outflows continue lower, if 410 gets broken through and that weakness reflects even further into the charts and this bear indicator continues to dominate, the next support is the 408 area. And then below that is the 405 area. Those are the key levels I'm watching to the downside if these outflows continue to dominate on the 15-minute as well, and on the 30-minute, further pulling down the 1 hour with it in that volatility, right? Now, to the upside, the first resistance here is the 412.50 area, guys. That's where the rejection happened in the pre-market, as we saw zoomed in here on the 15-minute, and also here around the opening bell, critical area, and where the bear indicator popped up. That is the first resistance to the upside, and these inflows are trying to pick up. And if the bulls are going to have any chance to continue to reflect that strength into the charts, they need these inflows to pick up and cross the midpoint. And if that strength can roll over and cancel out this bear indicator and get a possible bull indicator in the process, it's going to be critical and crucial for these inflows to pick up here on the 30-minute as well towards the midpoint. And if it can cross it, that strength can start to reflect pretty quickly into the charts and possibly even cancel out this bear indicator. And the next resistance above that is going to be the 413 area, where there's been multiple rejections there, and then the 415 area. Those are the key levels to the upside I would not ignore. And if that strength can roll over to the 1 hour, it'll be crucial. If it can't get towards the midpoint and cross it, at least turn from red to green and start pulling upwards, guys. So I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows very carefully going into tomorrow. A full transition has happened here from the rip area at yesterday's highs, a 413.40 area, down towards 410 here, double dip here, and we need to see could it actually create a double bottom effect, find support up here around the 410.80 area, and rip back up, cancel out this bear indicator, and same thing on the 15-minute, cancel that bear indicator and get these inflows back up, guys. Because if these outflows continue to dominate, the next support below 410, like I stated, I'll be watching that 408 area and then 405. And these outflows are dominating on the 1 hour, the 30-minute, and the 15-minute. And it's going to be crucial for the bulls to try to reappear and cancel out these bear indicators by switching these outflows from red to green and heading towards the midpoint. And if it could cross it, that strength can start to reflect pretty quickly into the charts, guys. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.